A live look at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Wisconsin Badgers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. So the Wisconsin Badgers offense will go on the attack first. And finding space to throw the football against secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots. So, obviously, we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's one or two guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
A quick pass to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Van Dyke. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. They didn't block the punt, but the pressure definitely affected him as he got that one away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Notre Dame's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the junior quarterback to get things into gear. Right on target. Last time out, completing better than 70% and a 300-yard day. The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Right back to the well. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Find some fresh air. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Trying to get it to the marker. Maybe a crease.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
How about that way to start a game? They didn't even attempt to throw. They just ran it meticulously down the field, and that guy caps off a beautiful start to this game with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They covered half the field with a 50-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find room for the big. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hicks. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Van Dyke. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Nice read and nice throw. And I know Wisconsin quarterbacks always get the unfair moniker that they're game managers, and it's because they've always been a great rushing offense. Just got to complete a couple throws and keep the offense on schedule. But when you think about the offenses where they've had a difference maker, a guy like Russell Wilson that were able to throw on first down, take shots, just make them so much more explosive, I think this guy has some of those traits too.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On target.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding, covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
He's got the tight end. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. The Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
I love the play design, I love the decision, I love the throw, and I hate the catch. That is a play you got to make on 3rd down.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. Come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
To the ground with the back. Finding some room. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll give it to the back. They'll give him 3 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 7. Listen to this place. Oh, man, and they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. They'll go right back to him. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Motion from the wideout. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Pressure coming, and he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that, and I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kick. And he'll be stopped at the 17. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll try the left side. He's there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. From midfield, looking for room. And the return man to the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Irish! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting...
As soon as I saw that strong safety step up, I was like, yep, that's where we're going.
This unit looks dialed in.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. A designed run for the quarterback. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now facing a 3rd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down. Trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Takes it on the return. And the coverage team able to slow him down. Here come the Irish back on offense. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. They'll start this drive from the 42. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. The quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Well, the defense knew this was going to be the guy the offense was trying to get the football to, so it looks like they've got a plan for him. Nice job.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes a grab over the middle. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Might be calling a hot route. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more. Throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They'll send out the kicker here. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. Have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Badgers can really attack on this second and short. These corners backing off a bit. Wants to fire on second down. It's caught. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Van Dyke. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Fires quickly. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Oh, the attempt is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Here's the handoff. Thrust that arm out. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Might as well stick with him. Looking for room at the 30. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU, taking on the number 9 team, the Syracuse Orange. And it's the Cougars, with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is. Now back to your game inside Camp Randall Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. We're just about ready to start the second half. Out of the end zone. They'll corral him and get him down. The 17-yard line on the return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I caught up with Notre Dame's head coach coming out of the locker room. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to the run. Runs through the tackle. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Looking for a crease to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? And send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's a sack.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years, was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden Tates, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Just goes up and takes it away. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I'm not surprised by this QB, man. He's picking up where he left off, right? They've built a cushion, built a lead, struggling to stop the passing game, keep pushing the ball down the field. He's making the right reads, and this offense is in a groove.
Motion from the wide receiver. He wants to change this route. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Finds a man on the left. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd. Down on the scoreboard, they've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
He's brought down, but a really solid to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. There he goes. The 20. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he'll just take it. This drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
and just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The run inside. It's Van Dyke. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just... drives together, they haven't been explosive, and another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
He was able. Ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at it. Making side adjustments here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They'll move the wide receiver.
Sweep. Booster. Right. Ready to go.
Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're working that left side, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Unloads it left. Working the middle. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in with one hand.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Booster.
Looking to throw on first down. It's caught. Touchdown, Irish. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out. on target. He is having himself a day.
Shout out to Marvin Harrison. 88 on the wide receiver is so sexy, man. I got a Marvin Harrison jersey. Do you?
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. A fair catch.
Well, it looks like we're just going to have to do the fourth win because the game here, I was trying to see how many passing yards we actually had. I guess I could have just looked at overall. It's not like we had multiple quarterbacks playing. And ended up clicking on player stats. And then instead of clicking on L2 to switch to Notre Dame, I accidentally clicked on R2 and it switched over to rushing. And then we got stuck on this damn screen. Real time, I'm going to give it a few more minutes to see. Because I know if I force, there's a chance the score might only be like 24-21 or something. And we're not going to get all the stats that we accumulated in this game. But, golly, EA, man, come on, bruh. All this money that y'all make, the professionalism that y'all have in that corporation, y'all can't keep crap like this from happening. I appreciate you for tuning in. Stay tuned, stay smart. We've got more action to come. Drop a comment and talk about EA bombs. Hit the like button. Subscribe. A lot more videos coming. It's just the first season. Golly, EA.